ASMR. How are we doing? How's it going today? Well, I do need to let you know right off the bat, this is another update video, but it's gonna be a little bit different, and I am making it even further so, because I got an incense in here. That's with the smoke going across the screen. And I have my nice little color changing cup. It's got a little gnome on it here, if you can see. He looks like a tree when it's not hot. With some nice peach tea in it. Very nice. And I wanted to kind of have a little bit more of a chat. Just about kind of a little bit of a hard topic, I will say. This is going to be, you can consider it a ramble video if you just want to kind of put it in the background, but it's probably going to be a little bit more, I don't know how to put this, to be quite honest. The title of this video is going to be Discouragement, and that is mainly what I want to talk about. I also wanted to talk in a soft-speaking voice, and I just remembered that at this exact moment. Kind of strange, isn't it? It is really good tea. It's exceptionally good today. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about general discouragement, and not so much exactly my experience. I'm going to talk about mine, but just kind of a reminder that it does happen, and it doesn't make you a bad person, nor does it make you less of a person in any way, shape, or form. It's part of the human experience, obviously. At least that's what I know, considering all the people that I've talked to, you know. Anecdotally, it's part of the human experience, we'll say it that way. But I kind of just want to talk about two experiences I've had as of late. That's kind of what pushed me to make this video. In the last video, the mic scratching and blowing video, I at the end kind of mentioned, I was like, yeah, I haven't seen some of those same people that I saw quite a bit when I first started in the first couple of months, like up until December, I'd probably say. Which December is kind of, it was a turning point for me, to be quite honest. But I hadn't seen a lot of these people in quite a while, especially, excuse me, having to do this soft speak and not completely talking, but not whispering, kind of being in this middle range, got a little bit of allergies going. But yeah, I saw, like, I've not seen Quinn around, who was majorly on my channel when I first started. And again, like I said at the end of the last video, that's fine. If any of you want to move on to another creator, that's completely fine. But I was just sitting here, I'm like, the last thing that they had said was literally a question for the Q&A video about who you would want to see, who you'd want to have lunch with if you were able to. Anyone in history, you get 2 hours. And I said my grandma Alva, which was kind of, it's a little bit of a dour answer, but to be quite honest, I mean, what could you say? But I just want to mention that because it's not like I'm saying that they in particular I'm zeroing in, but I just sat here and I was like, it's so strange that that person in particular, because I still have regulars. Like, Key has been here since 6 subs. Hi Key, if you're watching. Probably it's a ramble video. I know you love these, but you know, it's, and I've seen a lot of the same people over and over where, like, if you comment, I kind of remember you at this point. Obviously, if I don't, I hate to say it, but I'm not going to use my fibro as a crutch, but it's hard to remember things sometimes when you have brain fog all the time. So I'm not trying to sit here and say these people in particular, why aren't they here anymore? Screw the rest of you guys. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just kind of pointing out 2 things. So is that, I shouldn't put my thumb up, that looks like I'm saying 3. It's 2 things mainly. It was that, and it's actually views, and I'm not a numbers YouTuber. I know some people that are. I try to more so focus on making things that I think are of good quality and actually make sense for the time period. So like even this video, this update, I had kind of started talking about something of the like in the last video, and I'm making it different from the other update videos I've had where I'm doing soft speaking, I'm drinking some tea, I'm clicking on my nice little ceramic mug here, and there's also a visual effect literally happening right now of the incense, which is helping me just stay like chill, to be quite honest. Ganesh number 8, if anyone wants to know what the scent is. But yeah, I wanted to say this just because the views that I've been getting this past, like, I don't know, the past like 5 or 6 uploads are a quarter of what I was getting before. Not just like a little bit down, a quarter. So I'm missing 3/4 of the views I was getting before. And I've not ever really wanted to do this for the views or the money or anything. I do want to eventually make it so it's my full-time job, which it technically kind of is right now, because literally with the pandemic and everything happening, everything that I was wanting to work in previously is like not around. Which I've been doing some stuff on the side, but you know, it's not a lot. So this is kind of my full-time job, I would say. And I'll bring up that point at the end because I think that's something to say. But when I look at it, I'm like, I was getting, 200 plus views on every video for a little bit. That's fantastic. That's really nice. I mean, obviously it pales completely in comparison to somebody that, has been in the ASMR game quite a bit longer, but that's really nice, right? So to have that and then jump down to like 47 per vid or something like that, I was like, am I doing something wrong? And this is actually, it was pretty soon after I had already noticed it and made a change, and it didn't change. I made the change where I changed my upload schedule and it did not change a single thing. So yeah, I hate to put it this way, but like I don't see as much engagement. I don't see people watching as much or anything of the like, and it's very hard not to be discouraged with that. It's very, very difficult. Even if you're somebody that's like, well, I wasn't in it for the money, I'm not in it for the notoriety, I'm not in it to be known. I'm in it because I genuinely enjoy what I'm doing and I want to upload it to YouTube so other people can enjoy it. And I edit it to make sure that you're not going to hear a bunch of shouting or anything like that. And that is genuinely how I feel. I'm not doing this, and I know that. I'm not doing this for any other reason except for the fact that I like ASMR, and to be quite honest, with everything that has happened to me in the past, we'll say 2 years, it seems like this is the healthiest choice for me career-wise, because I really cannot, I guess I'm going to mention it now, I can't really get back into the corporate world. I worked in corporate management previous to this, so I was in the like hardball area, and I can't do it anymore. I can't. I'm not gonna lie, because I am very ambitious and I'm very driven. I'm good for an environment like that, but my body's not. I would have to run from one side of a 5,000 plus square foot building to the other side multiple times a day for meetings. And there wasn't good ventilation. The people there, they were absolutely fantastic, but I had a lot of issues with like upper management causing me a lot of stress, and I got sick with fibro during all of this when I had got promotion and I was, like having to actually go to meetings and actually make reports and actually do, like a full display. What am I trying to, slideshow? I'm trying to think of the actual word. I'd have to report. What is the word? Present. Jeez, you see? I'd have to present quite a bit. And I'm very good at public speaking naturally. This is the thing. I feel like I'm an anomaly because I'm fine in front of a camera talking to people because it's just like I'm talking to anyone. I'm fine on a stage. I don't really get nervous in situations like that. When I get nervous, it's actually one-on-one with people, because this is the thing. It's very hard for me to overlook if somebody decides to mention something that is very derogatory, and that seems to happen the most one-on-one. So over time, I've kind of been like, I'm fine with talking to a room full of people, because the conversation's probably going to go away from anything like that, no matter what. And one-on-one, but it's just, there's so much pressure on it. I hate to put it that way, but if I'm talking to a room full of people, I can at least get like one person to giggle to kind of like ice break it down. But anyway, getting back on track, what I mainly wanted to talk about is just, you know, discouragement in terms of this being what I want to do, and me not doing well at it for right now, despite the fact that I'm putting in more effort than I was before, to be quite honest. Quite a bit more. I wouldn't say that I'm at my max in terms of effort by any means, but I'm kind of at the max that I can do with my current setup. I mean, I don't have a lot of soundproofing I can put up. I was planning on getting like a booth and everything, and soundproofing the floor and everything along those lines. Getting a better mic or getting a better setup, actually having a better background, getting like lighting and everything. I have these things picked out, mind you, but literally I'm not monetized yet. I'm not anywhere close, and I'm actually at this point, I feel like I'm stupid for even thinking this, but I feel like I'm scared that I'm not even going to meet the October cutoff date, because it resets the amount of views and watch time once a year. Sorry, a year out. So October will make a year for the channel. I believe it's October 4th. And it's March, and I'm worrying about this, and I don't know why. I'm just sitting here and I'm just discouraged, because it feels like even if people genuinely like the content, it's not going to them. And I had mentioned this, and you know, I've heard a lot from other creators in terms of YouTube screwing them over, and they kind of have for me in this case. And I hate to say that, because it's kind of biting the hand that feeds, because I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys right now without them, right? And I don't really think that with my, how do I put that? I feel like if I was able to even have a community tab and ask more questions and maybe do polls or anything like that, where engagement can actually go up a little bit more, that'd be way easier. I would probably be able to get to the point where I'm monetized way sooner. But it's such a a slag, just trying to get up to it. A slog, sorry. Trying to get up to it at this point, because I make these videos, I upload them, I make sure they're good quality content. I've got really good feedback on what I have done. And it seems like it's just like, okay, well, a couple weeks ago you got 200 on a video that you put the same effort into as this one where you got literally like 40. I don't know, it's just discouraging, and I'm not trying to complain. I'm not quitting anytime soon or anything of the like. I guess it's just more so opening up, because I have been pretty open with you guys in the past in terms of this isn't burning me out or anything of the like, and I'm not burnt out either right now, but I'm just kind of pointing it out because it's hard to not feel discouraged in a situation like this. And I guess it's more so me trying to say I'm still going to keep going despite the fact that I'm discouraged. Maybe that can be something that someone else feels a little bit of kindred spirit, a little kinship with. Kinship. Nice P sound there. You know, because the other part is literally the weight loss too. Because I know somebody had mentioned it in another video, which I don't mind at all. Even if you guys said it looks like you gained weight, I don't care. I would definitely discourage you from saying that in general, because a lot of other people are very sensitive, but I've been battling this for years because of medical issues, so I know that I'm doing the most I can, and I don't need to worry about it. I literally, right after I record this, I have an amino blend. I think I showed it in another video. And an hour after that, I'm going to edit something. Hour after, I'm going to be working out for about an hour and a half, somewhere in that range. I do hit quite a bit. Oh, that's funny, rhyming. But, you know, I've been putting in the effort, and I'm going to continue to do it. And that's why I've been able to get healthier, because I'm putting in the effort. And I have like a goal weight in mind, but to be quite honest, it's more so whatever's actually going to work for my body. So if I'm working out on a regular basis as much as I possibly can and I don't meet my goal weight, I don't care, you know? But it's very easy to get discouraged. And I do want to talk about this too. I had multiple injuries in a row, and I was not able to work out because of that, and I felt guilty, and I shouldn't have felt guilty. And I wanted to open up about that too, because I feel like a lot of people kind of go through the same struggle with it. You shouldn't feel guilty if you literally can't do anything. You have to take care of your body, otherwise you could have permanent damage and not even be able to do any of that ever again. So you gotta take care of yourself. I'm sorry for this ramble video being a little bit all over the place, but I just wanted to mainly say that I am feeling a little bit discouraged with the channel, and it's none of your faults at all. But it's good to be open about this sort of thing and let you guys know kind of what's going on behind the scenes, which I find it refreshing that I'm opening up about this. I hate to put it that way, but for years I was wondering what the heck was going on with the algorithm, with channels, with everything like that. There's so much that you have just in YouTube Studio that I didn't know about, and I'm more than happy to be open about it as well. I've just not seen that a lot from other creators, and I want to be open. You know, I have no reason not to be. I hate to put it this way, but considering, you know, I've talked about the fact that I've had to cut a lot of family out, and some friends as well. What do I have to lose? You know, what do I have to lose? Yeah, I'm a little afraid to even ask that question sometimes because I've lost so much, but you know, I'm not really afraid of it anymore. And I'm completely fine with being open and honest with people, because I'm me. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm doing it because I care. And there's nothing else that needs to be said with it. I don't have nefarious purposes behind the scenes. And you know, I'm as good a person as I possibly can be at this point in my life. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've been able to push through, and I'm going to push through this too. And I know that I'm going to keep uploading, and eventually things will get better, and I know that. It's just a little hard not to be discouraged in the moment, but you know, I guess the main point of this video is when things like this hit, just keep pushing, really. And I just force myself to do things if I'm scared about them. I just say, while you're doing it, and I do it. And the minute I start doing it, I usually enjoy it and find it to be fun. And it was all this anticipation beforehand that got in the way of me actually just enjoying myself. That's exactly what happened at the beginning of this channel too, because I had started recording in July and got really afraid and didn't upload until October. But I uploaded it, and I started this channel, and I have a good amount of subs at this point. I've been able to talk to so many people I never would have been able to talk to without it. So when you feel that discouragement and you feel this really bad anticipation, this worry, just realize that you probably have a really good experience waiting on the other side, but you just have to push through it and do your best. And I guess this is also me hyping myself up. I need to take my own advice on it, but you know, I mean, it's very hard sometimes, and I get that. And I want to open up about that because I'm a real person on the other side of the screen, and I want you to know that I am, and I actually care, and I want you guys to do well. And speaking of, I should probably wrap up the video because I don't want to keep you guys forever, but I hope that you are doing so absolutely well, genuinely, and you stay well and you stay safe out there. Who knows what's creeping around. And I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, night, or whatever, whenever you are watching this one. I hope that this video did not make you afraid of me quitting or anything like that. I'm not. I can promise you that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.